Forecast, something to look forward to. Of course, there's some heat, maybe some relief. Kristen's here now with those details.
Yeah, it's still going to be really hot for the rest of this evening. It's still going to be hot tomorrow, just not quite as hot. So we've got rain in the forecast. That always helps cool us off, but it can only do so much here in the South Texas summer. We're still going to be in the 90s tomorrow. It's still going to feel close to 100, but that's better than what we had today, feeling close to 110. So those rain chances are going to be courtesy of this front moving down to South Texas throughout this evening and into tomorrow. We've already got a storm or two on our radar, as I showed you a couple minutes ago. Not really looking at anything in terms of hail, but some gusty winds up to about 40 miles per hour. A little heavy rain and some lightning is expected with this storm as it's moving to the south and southwest at around 15 to 20 miles per hour. So relatively slow, but still at a decent clip. And you can see the cooler air behind it. Beeville in the 80s as compared to temperatures in the upper 90s, even 100s. So there's a line of rain cooled air that's not necessarily showing up on here too well, but that's going to continue to push south. So maybe we'll at least cash in on a little bit of that heading into this evening in Corpus Christi. So into the rest of this evening, I think a lot of the activity does fall off the radar, but into tomorrow morning, those chances pick back up, especially along the coast right as this front is making its way through the central coastal belt. Temperatures tomorrow morning in the 70s and into the lunchtime hour, right around 90 degrees, and those rain chances continuing to increase throughout the afternoon to a scattered chance. So that's going to help keep our temperatures in the lower 90s, maybe some mid 90s at best. But again, we're still going to be feeling like we're in the triple digits. It's still going to be quite warm outside for your Labor Day. If you have any plans, just keep an eye on the radar. If you're grilling, you have outdoor plans, just be flexible with them for tomorrow. Into Tuesday, we're still going to carry a lower rain chance, but I think this is really closing out our rain chances, at least for the beginning of the week. We've got the highest rain chances of the week for tomorrow, still a low rain chance heading into Tuesday. We're drier through the middle and late part of the week, but into next weekend, we could be seeing a resurgence in our rain chances, and I'll explain why here in just a second. The current rain chances, as we've been talking about, lots of moisture along this front. That combined with all of the heat down here in South Texas, that's what's helping us with those showers and storms. But as that front continues to move to the south, not only are we seeing drier air here at the surface, but also in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We're seeing drier air work in, so that's what's also really helping to push out those rain chances, bring back sunshine, and it's also going to help lower our feels like temperatures. Now, where do those rain chances come from at the end of the 7-day forecast? That is going to be potentially from this right here. This is an area of interest, a disturbance in the eastern Pacific that the National Hurricane Center is watching. Now, there's still a lot of moving parts in this forecast, namely where is high pressure set up heading into next week. But as of right now, they have a high chance of development for it, and the closer that moisture and energy would come close to us into next week, that could push our rain chances up. However, if this goes more out towards the Pacific, we would lose out on those rain chances. Now, in the Atlantic, things are still relatively quiet. We have this one area of interest coming off the coast of Africa. It has a low chance of development, but the Hurricane Center does expect some slow development to occur. So for your Labor Day tomorrow, we're starting off with showers and storms at the coast, and that coverage increases through the afternoon. High temperatures as a result are going to stick to the lower and mid 90s. But as we see that drier air working in, take a look at Wednesday and Thursday. High temperatures are going to be approaching the triple digit mark for a lot of the coastal bend, but at least the humidity will be a little bit lower, so it's not going to quite feel as hot as we have the past couple of days.
Still pretty brutal out there.
It is.
All right, thank you so much, Kristen. We'll